Hey guys, today we're gonna talk about makeup sex. Have you ever had a heated argument with your partner that ended with some steamy makeup sex? Well, it turns out that getting frisky and horny after a fight is more common than you might think. But hey, not all makeup sex is a good sign. Sometimes it can be a part of a harmful cycle in an unhealthy or abusive relationship. However, if your argument was just about your partner watching the latest episode of your favorite show without you, well, a little makeup sex might just be the perfect way to patch things up. Even in a healthy relationship, arguments happen, but there is one thing that can fix it real quick. You know what we are talking about by now. Magical thing called makeup sex. There's just something about getting down and dirty with someone you were recently mad at, and it can feel absolutely mind-blowing. I know it might sound weird if that never came across your mind when you were about to pack your stuff and move out, but guess what? Science has a pretty cool explanation for why that's the case. Plus, there are plenty of benefits to having makeup sex even though it's not always appropriate. So, have you ever found yourself feeling turned on after a tiff with your significant other? It's a curious phenomenon, right? Let's dive into why some folks get all hot and bothered after a good old argument. So let's look into that and figure out what makes us want to have sex after an argument, and maybe your next arguments will be resolved way faster. Guys, according to YouTube policy, 18 plus content can be promoted or monetized. I'm doing this for free just to raise the level of sexual education. So please like and subscribe, it's not that hard and I would appreciate it a lot. And let's get started. So first, let's break down the science behind this. When we get angry or upset, our bodies and brains go into overdrive. Our hormones go wild, our heartbeat races, and our breathing gets all wonky. And get this, many of the same hormones that fuel our anger also play a role in getting us turned on and horny. So we are talking here in particular about three hormones: adrenaline, noradrenaline, and testosterone. These hormones kick into high gear when we feel like our relationship is in trouble. They amp up our desire to not to lose that special connection. And you know what? They also amp up our desire to get back in bed with our partner, even if things have been a bit dry lately. Some stress hormones trigger these intense feelings of longing and attachment, especially in the early stages of relationship. Hormones like norepinephrine can make you obsess over your partner, focusing on all the good stuff and conveniently forgetting the bad. But wait, there's more. Our body's natural reward system kicks in too, with dopamine taking the lead. This hormone is all about pleasure and motivation, and it goes into overdrive when we are in relationship turmoil. It's about the same hormone that gives us that happy rush during sex or after hitting the big O. No wonder makeup sex feels so damn good. Testosterone, cortisol, and adrenaline. When you are in the heat of a disagreement, these hormones go into overdrive, including the desire for intimacy that only physical sex can satisfy. The same hormones that amp you up during the fight can actually help calm you down and leave you feeling pretty good afterward. Getting intimate after a serious argument can tap into a primal part of your brain, offering relief and a rush of excitement. It's like going from feeling threatened to conquering the challenge, making you feel like a total champ. Your body celebrates this victory by getting all excited and ready for some fun. Have you ever noticed how anxiety and arousal can both get your heart racing and your brain pumping? When you are all stressed out from an argument, your body's sympathetic nervous system kicks into high gear, triggering that fight or flight response that fills you with a surge of energy and a strong desire for some physical action. Another reason why people do it is to subconsciously deal with some tough stuff. Traumatic events or intense fights with your partner can sometimes stir up sexual feelings. That's why you might find yourself feeling all wet after a heated argument. Sex can help ease that fear by boosting intimacy and bringing back feelings of safety and connection with your partner. Plus, there are some people who just really enjoy a bit of makeup sex, right? After a disagreement, there is often a strong urge to reconnect and patch things up with your partner. That's why diving into some steamy action can be a top priority. It's a fun and intimate way to move past the conflict. So, why not to embrace the power of makeup sex to keep the spark in your relationship? And what are the benefits? Better communication, first of all. After a steamy round of makeup sex, you'll find yourself in a more open and neutral state to tackle the real issues. Naked in bed with your partner with no distractions is the perfect setting for heart to heart conversations. Makeup sex also helps you to accept your vulnerability and remember that a fight isn't the end of the world. Genuine vulnerability is a key to building a strong relationship. And of course, heightened intimacy, because makeup sex is way more passionate and it's way more emotional, and it feels like having sex with this person maybe for the first few times, right, when you all are so excited and present in the moment. So that you can definitely expect from makeup sex. And after a fight, letting go and reconnecting can lead to exciting new experiences in the bedroom. Say goodbye to inhibitions and say hello to trying out new positions, trying new things that you've been too shy to explore before. Just remember, a little lube goes a long way to keep things smooth if it's gonna be some intense action. And makeup sex can help you to ease these upset feelings. Arguments with your partner can be tough, but healthy makeup sex can help ease the upset feelings, releasing oxytocin and reaffirm your love for each other. So follow up with the cozy cuddle session for some extra stress relief. Your relationship will definitely be in a better shape than before. But as much as I love makeup sex, it's not always the answer. And here is what to watch out for. If your partner consistently uses makeup sex to avoid real communication, it could be a sign of manipulation or emotional abuse. Don't brush off the red flags. If you have noticed that they are there, then probably it's better to reconsider your relationship dynamic, reconsider this person being in a relationship with you in general, because as the time goes on, the red flags usually don't go away. And again, it's totally normal to need some time to cool off after an argument. While makeup sex can be a fun way to shift gears and work through issues, it's important to use it as a tool for communication, not just a quick fix. It has to act like a bridge from the argument to resolution and communication. And if you are not feeling up to it, that's okay too. It's essential to honor your feelings and take the time you need to feel ready. So, no rush, and don't let anyone push you. And sometimes, after a heated discussion, you might not be in the mood for makeup sex, and that's totally fine. Maybe you wanna ask them to pack their shit and leave, right? In this kind of situation, maybe this will not work. And arguments can dampen your sexual desire. But don't worry, it's normal. If you are looking for some physical tension release and you are so mad that you don't want to have sex with your partner, then you can always engage in some self-care, self-pleasure, self-love acts with your favorite toys to release this oxytocins and endorphins, feel better about the whole thing. And sure, makeup sex can bring a sense of closeness, but it's temporary, right? It won't magically solve your problems if there are deep problems and misunderstanding in this relationship. The real key to working things out is through open and honest communication, and good sex can fix deeper issues in a relationship, but it can really help and be very handy in the moment if your relationship still can be saved. So, in the right circumstances, makeup sex can be a fun way to improve your relationship and the situation that you have going on, just to make sure to communicate, respect each other's feelings, and address the underlying issues after everyone has finished. Thanks for watching this video. I hope after your next fight, you're not gonna cry and throw things at each other, but instead, you'll have a very hot and steamy sex. And I'll see you next time in Bed with Kate.